Good morning, afternoon, and time zone, everybody. Welcome to day 3 of Insomnia 72 live in England for the third day. This is going to be the biggest day of our esports event so far with the biggest prizes. You can see our audience there getting all set up on the screen. My name is Splen, but hey, you don't have to take my word for it. Oh, no. We're just getting the last finishing touches done here. I think we're good to go. And we're going to switch over to this camera real quick. Hi. Good morning. We're getting some control configurations nailed down for our contestants here as we get ready for round number 1. We have a grand total of 12 matchups today. And for those in the audience joining us, what's up? Kayla Star Luigi, hello. Dirk, Uton, Ricky, Captain Astro, what's going on? We have 3 audience giveaways today. Our first is a RSI Scorpius LTI game package. That'll be coming up very soon, followed by a CIG Gattack Soylent LTI game package. And finally, our insane combo pack later on, the Virpil Alpha Prime right stick plus Warbird base, Monster Tech desk mount, Spectre Labs desktop pad, and CIG Origin 350R LTI game package. That's all one giveaway, folks. That's one. So be here. Don't miss any of these. 3 chances to win something today. And today is our biggest prize for our contestants as well. First place is walking home with, I'm sweating just thinking about this, a Virpil Prime cockpit kit. That's 2 Virpil Primes left and right stick with the mounts. Wow. And then our second place is walking away with an Anvil Valkyrie game package, and third place is a Mirai Fury LX game package. So a lot on the line today for these contestants. Holy cow, I am excited to get this started for you guys. Okay. Give us one moment here and we'll be getting started. Go to the grid real quick so you can kind of see our contestants getting set up. Yeah, we're just waiting a little bit to get our final thing set up, and they'll be good to go. No, he's set up. He's set up. He's ready to go. He's ready to go. All right, looks like our contestants are set up at the starting line for round number 1. We have DeGeek versus Squarish. All right, don't move. We're going to get you guys started here in a moment. Here we go. All right, so on the third bell, Luigi, our race director today and yesterday and the day before. How you doing today, Luigi, by the way?
Doing good, doing good. Happy Easter, everybody. I was celebrating, and yeah, just ready to send it. Racers,
all right, let's go.
At the beat.
This is 3 laps for round number 1, match number 1, Squarish versus DeGeek. Good luck, racers.
Thank you, thank you.
Yep.
And they are off. Squarish on the right, DeGeek on the left. We are looking for 3 laps here at the Snake Pit, but DeGeek is having a little bit of trouble getting his controls fixed up here, but he's getting it going at least. It got through the first checkpoint. The reset's probably all he needs to keep it going. Squarish in the meantime heading around Drifter's Paradise, going down to the pinch now. We're getting around those little corkscrews and bends. A little bit of forward about what's happening today. This is no longer the icebreaker, folks. This is the snake pit. Much different event from yesterday's racing, and these are also much different ships with the P-72 versus the Mustang Omega. Oh, and Squarish takes a spill as well. These racers struggling to get going here. Lap number 1 of 3 here at the Snake Pit. The legendary Snake Pit, the first track ever adopted by CIG, belonging to the XGR racing community into Star Citizen as a canon track. Squarish now heading forward here into Emerald Avenue, heading down the bed to close contact. Meanwhile, DeGeek struggling a bit, but is probably going to get this under control enough to at least get 1 lap in before the end, hopefully. Doing an inversion through the pass there, not too bad. Squarish, in the meantime, looks like we are past close contact, getting ready to go into turn and burn and finish up lap number 1. And look at these looks of concentration on these racers, trying to get their grips all settled in and shake off the nerves of today. It was a time change in England, so everyone's a little bit kind of behind. But we're all hanging in there. So racers, all right. Squarish finishing up lap number 1, starting lap number 2 here with a time, official in-game time, sorry, a Luigi time of 1:25.75. So not too bad for a first lap of the day. That's our new benchmark to beat. We'll see what we can do. Lap number 2 for Squarish beginning. He's heading up to Drifter's Paradise now, taking a right turn into that famous turn. I always tell people who are trying to learn the Snake Pit, if you can do this turn, the rest of the track really falls into place. It's an enormous checkbox for racers to check off when they're learning this track. DeGeek struggling still a little bit to get those controls fixed up here and learn how to push the ship forward through the track. At this point, a coupled mode forward and some steering is all we need, folks, to be able to at least compete. Meanwhile, we've got Squarish going through Nino's Alley, heading down to Emerald Avenue. There he goes. Nice turning there, a little bit of yawing. Now, this is the P-72 versus we had on day 1 the P-52. So it's quite different handling in comparison. The P-72 does turn quite a bit better. And on a map like this, where it's basically nothing but big winding turns, it is the king. This is, in fact, the meta ship for this racetrack at the moment. The Kruger P-72 Archimedes. Looks like we have an Emerald variant on the left and the standard variant on the right with Squarish. Woo! And the Emerald variant is a exclusive version that at one time, I believe, came packaged with the Constellation Phoenix Emerald during the recently passed St. Patrick's Day sale. And I believe you could also get a standalone nowadays. Squarish finishing up lap number 2 and starting lap number 3, our final lap for Squarish. What's our time? We have an in-game time of 1:52, probably something similar from Luigi. So not too bad here. Going down through Drifter's Paradise now. Getting ready for that big legendary turn that has been the bane of so many racers during competitions here. Meanwhile, DeGeek about to finish up lap number 1. We're going through the final stretch, going up to last bite now. So again, as predicted, we'll be getting at least 1 lap out of the Geek. Meanwhile, Squarish heading down toward the pinch now. Here comes that big turn, and watching that outside wall. That has also been such a dangerous place for many racers learning how to tackle this track. And again, way different from the Icebreaker. Speeds are much faster. This is Clio, a moon outside of Microtech, and unlike Euterpe, its cousin, this is a very, very thin atmosphere where you can drift and drift. Top speeds here, we're talking 600 to 700 meters per second plus if you're going full speed in the boost and depending on your altitude. So this is definitely a track for the more experienced racers versus Icebreaker. Squarish now taking a little bit of a hit there, heading down toward last bite. I'm sorry, this is a turn and burn, then to last bite. Only a few checkpoints left, and Squarish will have round 1 sealed for himself. We'll be seeing him back here in round 2, playing against the one and only Foggy, a returning racer from days past. Ooh, here we go with that last bite. Nice oversteering there from Squarish, finishing the job. And there we go, passing lap number 3 with a time of 1:34. Nice improvement for lap 2. Squarish is our victor for today. Thank you for being here. We'll see you back in round 2. DeGeek, I know it was hard. I know the controls aren't what you used to, but thank you for struggling and being with us. Hopefully you at least had a little bit of fun.
I'm trying. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good. No need to apologize. We're just here to have fun today. And we'll see you back here hopefully next year for Insomnia 73, or maybe later this year in the summer. But that'll be it for match number 1. Let's get set up for match number 2 right now. And I will immediately jump us into our first giveaway of the evening for our early birds. I hope you guys are ready. Going back to the camera grid here. If you're not getting active in chat, now is your time to do so, folks. This is the giveaway for the RSI Scorpius LTI game package. Let's see Let's see you hitting your buttons in chat and making sure that Nightbot recognizes your existence and acknowledges you. Senpai must notice you for you to be eligible for this giveaway. All right, you got about 10 seconds here, and I'm going to do the drawing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is our winner? It is Fresh 001. Fresh 001. Talk in chat. Do we have you, Fresh 001? Fresh, you gotta say something. Fresh, you have to talk in chat or you're not gonna get your prize. Uh-oh, there he is. Fresh, congratulations. You are now the recipient of the LTI Scorpius game package from CIG. Congratulations. We will be talking with you later. Fresh, by the way, a world record holder on a lot of the tracks on SCR.GG and a competitive racer himself, one of the newcomers to the scene, at least in the last couple years. So excited to see Fresh bringing home another prize for himself, I should say. Thank you very much. All right, we're going to head to a quick commercial break and get set up for match number 2 here. Don't go anywhere, guys. I will be back soon. All right, and we are back with match number 2 from round 1. We have Ben W and Semper Prime, both returning racers here with us. Hello, gents. So you guys ready to take off at the snake pit?
Good to go.
All right. Without further ado, you guys know the drill. Luigi's going to send you off. It is 3 laps. Good luck.
Thank you, Sven. All right, racers. Right at the beep.
And away they go. We've got some more experienced racers on the track. This should be a interesting match between the two of these to see who sets the benchmark for the fastest lap today. Ben W getting a little bit too high is something you don't really want to do in the snake pit. This is a low flyer's dream come true, by the way, when it comes to racing. Semper Prime, meanwhile, really putting the G-forces into this P72. You're going to watch these pilots reach G-forces of 30 plus in some of these turns. It is extraordinary what the P72 can do. Look at this big blackout turn around close contact. That is not unusual for the more experienced racers here at Snake Pit today. So you're going to be seeing a lot of this exciting action. These guys go head-to-head, all for the big grand prize of the Virpol Controls Pack. Meanwhile, Ben W getting set up, trying to get through Drifter's Paradise here, taking a little bit of a shortcut over the mountain, but hey, it's not illegal going down toward the pinch. Meanwhile, Semper Prime going around the turn here for lap number 2 in the Drifter's Paradise, taking it a little bit slow, but he's got that leadership economy to spend right now. Semper Prime going around the pinch, heading down to Nino's Alley. Meanwhile, Ben W getting reset and back on track, having a little bit of trouble in lap number 1 here, but it's not over yet. Anything can happen. We're getting over to the pinch for him. Semper Prime, meanwhile, looking like the clear favorite right now, about a lap and change ahead. Going through close contact now, back down to the pinch. This is the final 3 checkpoints of the match. Ooh, scooping upward and outward over toward the last bite. Look at that. The visibility is decreasing. It becomes very difficult to see where you're going when you're going at top speed in this P72. With a lap time of 42 seconds, I didn't catch the first one. That seems pretty darn fast, probably our new best for the day. So that is the time to beat, racers. Keep in mind, the world record for this track is a incredible 30 seconds and 50. 30 seconds and 50 for the world record currently. So if you could beat that, my goodness, you're the best in the world. So just, and like, if this looks fast, remember, it could be way faster still. It's an incredible what these racers could pull. And Semper Prime blacking out around close contact. He has to take the reset there, but he's back on track before the checkpoint. Not too much ground to make back up. And again, Ben W is struggling to get through lap number 1. So Semper Prime is going to walk away with this pretty handily. Heading back through last bite into the final checkpoint. And there we go. Our winner today, Semper Prime, with a last lap time of 48 seconds and a total race time of 2:06. Congratulations. We'll see you back here, Semper Prime. You'll be taking on the legendary Sly Mako. You got your work cut out for you for round number 2. So we'll see you back here. And Ben W, always a pleasure. Hope you at least had fun here at the very deadly, very dangerous Snake Pit. So, you know, you did good, all things considered. So thank you. All right, folks. That was match 2, round 1. We'll be back here shortly. We're gonna go ahead and just switch to the audience for a moment so you guys can get a feel of looks, sights, and sounds here at Insomnia 72. We're gonna get set up right directly. And a big shout out before we continue to our sponsors. We have Monster Tech providing some of the gear for our racers today and some of the prizes. We have, of course, Virpil controls with our big grand prize today, and all of our joysticks, the players are using our Virpil controls. They're very high quality products, if I do say so myself. And of course, the one and only Spectre Labs for providing the desktop mats. I have one on my desk right now. It's wonderful. Some of the prizes donated by them today as well. So we'll see you back here in a few minutes. Enjoy the ambiance. We'll get set up for match number 3. All right, folks, we are back here for match number 3 of round 1. We have Captain Astro returning from yesterday, and according to our nameplate up there, 65 Rosies. Let me fix that real quick. 65 Roses, welcome to Insomnia 72. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, so Luigi's going to take it away for you guys. We have 3 clean laps here for round number 1. So go ahead and get that done, and we'll see you back here for round number 2. The winner is going against the one and only One Dark Enigma, so you certainly have your work cut out for you. So good luck here. Luigi, take it away.
All right, racers, right at the beat.
Uh-oh, 65 getting a little weight reduction before the match starts.
Stand by.
All
right.
Go ahead, we're good.
Okay, right at the beat, racers.
There they go, Captain Astro boosting off the start. 65 roses, a little more conservative, but we are missing a wing. Might be good to reset after we get through the first couple checkpoints. Captain Astro actually resetting first, unfortunately hitting one of the very dangerous canyon walls here at Snake Pit. Heading into Drifter's Paradise. Now 65 spinning out of control. Might be good just to ditch it. Just ditch the ship and reset. Yes, there you go. Much better. Now we got a fresh P-72 for you to fly. That'll help you get back on track, Captain Astro. Meanwhile, we are heading toward the pinch now. And getting our way down toward Nino's Alley. Now, if you'll notice, a lot of the racers, and you watched, Semper Prime from the last match, doing a lot of rotating on the side to be able to do the turns. That is essential in the ship. The P-72 and P-52, both Kruger ships, don't yaw very well. So if you're able to master rolling onto your side and pulling up, you're going to have a way better time controlling this very powerful but very difficult to wrangle ship. Captain Astro now heading down toward Emerald Avenue for lap number 1, getting ready to go around close contact. Again, a lot of big sweeping 180 turns in this absolutely legendary racetrack. It does put even the most seasoned racers to test during events like this. The pressure is enough if the race wasn't hard to begin with. 65 roses, meanwhile, looks like we are heading down toward, I believe we're heading toward, yeah, we're in Emerald Avenue, so we're not actually too far behind. 65 roses has a chance here to catch up. Looks like we did miss that checkpoint. Gonna have to swing around back or just reset's probably the wisest thing to do. Make sure you guys fly through the gates. Captain Astro wrapping up lap number 1, going through last bite and heading into lap number 2 with a time of 1 minute and 28 seconds. Thank you, Luigi. Actually, not too bad of a time today. Pretty competitive with some of the other racers from round 1. 65 roses having trouble getting their feet on the ground here, but again, this is a very difficult track for some of the more experienced racers, so there's some skill checks happening. Honestly, doing pretty good, all things considered. Captain Astro spinning out of control now in lap number 2, has to get back on track. Looks like he's going to take the bitter skittle and just go ahead and reset. And now heading over to the pinch, getting ready to dive down toward Nino's Avenue. I'm sorry, Nino's Alley and then Emerald Avenue. Meanwhile, 65 roses, I think we are getting through the ends of lap number 1, heading down toward the bite now. We just got to wrangle the ship under control. And again, you know, not only is it the pressure of being in a live environment and my voice ringing in their ears constantly, these racers are in unfamiliar seats, unfamiliar controls. There's a lot going against them right now, so you have to give them credit. You know, it looks like, oh yeah, why are these guys racing like this? Believe me, guys, it's way harder than it looks, all pressure aside. 65 roses now getting to the start of lap number 2, heading down toward Drifter's Paradise. Captain Astro on close contact, wrapping it up and going down toward the turn and burn for the final 2 turns of lap number 2. Right now, he's looking like the clear favorite, but again, anything can happen. This is Star Citizen. Crazy things are, in fact, known to happen in a hallmark of the game. Captain Astro hitting the high bar there, and unfortunately having to reset there, getting through the end of lap number 2. 65 roses, taking his time, but the pacing is okay. These are hard turns. This is a very difficult track. Sometimes accuracy means a lot. Slow and steady does win the race sometimes. He's going around Nino's Alley right now, heading into Emerald Avenue. Meanwhile, Captain Astro finishing up lap number 2. Let's check our official Luigi time to see where we're at. We are at a 1:58 in-game time and a total time so far of 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Not too bad. Captain Astro now heading down to Drifter's Paradise for lap number 3. Again, looking like the clear favorite, just has to hold it together long enough to get through that finish line. 65 roses, struggling a little bit on close contact in lap number 2, but, you know, not unexpected. Captain Astro taking a reset to get ready to go through Drifter's Paradise. Again, one of the hardest turns in Star Citizen in general when it comes to racing. Drifter's Paradise, a legendary skill check for some of the more advanced racers in Star Citizen. 65 roses getting reset here, going over to turn and burn, getting ready to wrap up lap number 2. He may get to lap number 3 before this match is over. Pretty competitive considering all the things that are going on right now at Insomnia. Captain Astro heading toward Nino's Alley, getting through it, heading down to Emerald Avenue, and just scraping the belly of the ship. And again, unlike the Mustang from yesterday, the Kruger P-72 is incredibly fragile. You're not going to survive much. If you brush against the bottom and manage to come out unscathed, that is a rarity. I mean, most of the time, if you touch anything in these ships, you are dead. They are very small, very light, the lightest ships, in fact, when it comes to racing, and so, you know, that comes with a price. 65 roses hitting the outside turn of the start finish, but getting to lap number 3. So we do have both racers on lap number 3 now. Captain Astro getting to the final third of the track, however, so it looks like it's going to be his game in the bag. Let's see if he can wrap it up before 65 roses catches up. Captain Astro heading down to last bite right now. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a close-up here. Watch him finish the race. There's our last bite turn. Again, none of this used to be here, but thanks to former CIG employee Nino, the namesake of Nino's Alley, this is now an in-game Canonized track. And there we go, Captain Astro crossing the finish line and winning match number 3. Congratulations, Captain Astro. We'll see you back here for round 2. You're going up against the One Dark Enigma, so you have your work cut out for you. Hope you stretch your fingers and get ready for that. Thank you very much. 65 Roses. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and hopefully we'll see you back here for the next Insomnia. All right, folks, we're going to run to a quick commercial real quick. I will be back here with match number 4, the final match of round number 1. We're going to have GFA Plays versus Dark Ink. Don't go anywhere.
Ever since I was a kid, I've wanted to go fast.
It's not about just a hairpin or two. It's really about that sequence and finding the potential of the thing I'm controlling.
Being in the cockpit, you start to forget what your body's doing. You become one with the machine.
Racing in general, I think it's kind of becoming an art.
Got split decisions to make. You got to be fast.
Racing is one thing, but racing when you know your reputation is on the line, the money is on the line, you got something to actually bring home. That's the races I gravitate for. The big ones, the high stakes.
Racing is just as much as survival as being fast.
What wins the race?
It's the pilot.
It's the ship.
The ship.
It is 100% the pilot.
Always the ship.
It's definitely the pilot, man. You're the one maneuvering and moving it.
The best pilots are so close in skill level that a different ship can change the game.
Only from Mirai.
All right, folks, we're back here with match number 4, the final match of round 1. We have Dark Ink on the left and our returning racer from the past 2 days, GFA Plays, on the right. How are you two doing today?
I'm grand, thank you very much. Not as hungover as yesterday, Splend, so all
That's
well.
good to hear. Maybe you'll be all right today. We got stiff competition on an even stiffer racetrack and ship, Snake Pit P72, so I hope you're up to the task. This is going to be a tough one. So, good luck to both of you. Luigi, you know the drill. 3 laps, Snake Pit, take it away.
Hi. Oh, hello, Dark Ink, waving to the crowd. There you go. Okay, right at the beep.
And there we go, our racers are up and away. Dark Ink and GFA Plays. Looks like we do have some experience here at Dark Ink, our newcomer. It looks like we've got some good maneuvering happening going on to the side, but watch out for those G-forces blacking out in Drifter's Paradise, the bane of so many racers. That does happen. Gotta take that quick and fast. The faster you take Drifter's Paradise, the better your chances of survival. GFA Plays playing it more conservatively, and it's paying off so far. About 2 seconds ahead heading into Nino's Alley. Meanwhile, Dark Ink definitely having the speed to catch up. This is gonna be an interesting one, folks. We have definitely different strategies of approaching this track. Who's going to come out first with our 3 laps here at the Snake Pit to go into round number 2 against Carlito, and we'll talk about Carlito in a moment. Dark Ink getting reset there, going into Nino's Alley, heading over to Emerald Avenue. GFA losing some geometry and going out of control. Better off just to hit the ground if you can, GFA Play. Oh, you're gonna have to take that penalty if you can't get that ship wrestled down. No! Worst case scenario for GFA Plays, we're just spinning and tumbling. This is giving Dark Ink all the ammunition needed to catch up and take the lead here. Butthead going too high, hitting the top bar, going into turn and burn. This is incredible. What an outrageous turn of events. And now the return to simulation countdown is over. GFA Plays back on track. These racers are about on top of each other now. GFA Plays going through turn and burn, heading to the end of lap number 2. Now about 2 seconds behind Dark Ink, finishing up lap number 1 with a time of about 1:15. Unfortunately, resetting before Drifter's Paradise. GFA Plays now having the opportunity to catch up. Wow, this is a wild race so far for the end of round number 1. We're just into lap number 2. Lots of time to go, folks. GFA plays going around Drifter's Paradise, really wresting control of that ship with the yanks and the boost speed, using that boost to its potential to really get these very notoriously spotty control ships under control. GFA now pushing it to the limit. You can tell that we have taken the safeties off from round 1 and we are looking for blood. Just passing Dark Ink now. Dark Ink having trouble getting back in the Nino's Alley, going down to Emerald Avenue. These racers are jockeying for position, back and forth, left and right. What a match! GFA going around turn and burn, heading down to the end of lap number 2, getting ready to start lap number 3. Dark Ink not too far behind, still has a chance to catch up, just has to push it a little bit harder. GFA getting those G-forces, but a little bit too much, heads into the ground, starting lap number 3 with a lap time of 52 seconds. Unbelievable, sub 1 considering the first lap and all the accidents that happened. Dark Ink now has their work cut out for them as they try to catch up the GFA plays in lap number 3, but Dark Ink now in lap number 3, just about to start. GFA plays about 5 seconds ahead. Will everyone be able to catch up? We're going to see what happens here. GFA plays going in the Nino's Alley now, about 5 seconds ahead of Dark Ink. Anything could happen, especially if we end up in another disastrous situation like in lap 1. We got to be careful. Keep this fragile ship under control. Don't let the wings fall off. GFA plays now turning in the turn and burn from close contact. Dark Ink, meanwhile, getting over into Nino's Alley after the pinch. We are losing some ground here. We definitely got to get going or we're not going to be able to catch up in time. GFA plays, barring a miracle, is going to be able to take this, but hits the top of the last bite. Finally, the final checkpoint in our last lap time of 59 seconds, 9:43. GFA plays is our winner. What a match. Congratulations to both of you for putting on such a show. GFA plays will see you in round number 2. Wow, what a match. Not expecting such a pulse pounder in round 1, but there you have it, folks. England's coming up. England's coming up, all right? We're seeing some of the best. We're watching these racers grow before our eyes. Very, very interesting show. All right, so round number 2, we're starting off with Foggy and Squarish. We'll be back here in a moment. I'm going to send you guys over to the grid cam. We're going to watch everybody get set up. And don't go away. We're going to be getting our second giveaway going here, and that is our Gatak Soylent game package. So please be here. Tell your friends. The giveaway is happening soon. TM, we'll see you back here in a few moments. Don't go anywhere. right, folks, we're back here, and hi. If you missed my pretty face, I'm back on cam here for a moment here to talk about the standings. So we do have a visual here. We're using the challenge website to get our standings all set up. This is the round 2 match 1. You can see there we have Foggy and Square. So you can see how these events played out today. It's been wild. We had a little bit of a slow start in round number 1, but it ended with a bang, and it's only going to get crazier from here. We have some of the top racers in Britain, believe it or not, participating live today for this esports tournament. Thank you for the welcome back, Utah and GFA players. Welcome to the chat. Lothmer, hello. Tyle, Jacobin, what's up? Welcome. So we are going to get started here with the next match. So we're going to move over to that camera right now. I think we are all set up and ready to go. It looks like we need to get Squarish back to the start-finish line. If we could do that, and then we will be ready to go. So transition over.
All right. Squarish.
All right, so while we're getting Squarish set up here, Squarish, just go ahead and through that last gate and then stop before the blue there. And Luigi, this is still going to be 3 laps for this round. Next round, we're going up to 6 for the pro circuit. Yes. But for now, we're going to be doing 3 laps here for round number 2. This is heat number 5, or match 5 if you prefer. Foggy versus Squarish. Welcome back, Squarish and Foggy. Are you ready?
We'll find out in a minute.
All right, here we go then. Luigi, take it away.
Thank you. All right, racers. Stand by.
Here we go. The start of round 2 begins with Foggy and Squarish squaring off against each other, no pun intended. Foggy taking Drifter's Paradise with a bit of a 45-degree angle. Squarish getting also a little bit turned into it. You want to see those 90 degrees for the best turns possible, but again, 45-degree angles will help you resist those G-forces if you're not quite ready to take at those speeds. Squarish crashing before Drifter's Paradise, not uncommon on a racetrack like this. That is a dangerous, deadly, and legendary turn, so it is a skill check for a lot of racers. Foggy, meanwhile, getting to the pinch, but getting a little bit low and dragging against the ground, still ahead by a few seconds at least, but Squarish catching up and pushing into Nino's alley now. Foggy has to get moving here if we're going to catch back up and get back into first place. Squarish crashing right after Nino's alley before Emerald Avenue. Foggy now having this opportunity to catch back up. We're going to see what happens between these two racers. Squarish now heading over to the turn 4, close contact, taking a lot of G-forces. You can see the vision going blurry. It does not only add a distraction, but it does become much more difficult to see where you're going once we're piling on those G's like that. But Squarish really pushing the speed with a very fast start after the reset and getting set back on track. Meanwhile, Foggy getting over to about the same position now. We're on last bite for both of these racers. We're going to see what happens. Squarish taking last bite a little bit wide and unfortunately hitting the outside geometry. This is all the ammunition Foggy needs to pull ahead. Now both these racers are right on top of each other going into lap number 2. Foggy ahead by about a second. Yes, there's 0.9 seconds between these racers. Holy cow, this is going to be another knockout race. Squarish trying to catch up into Drifter's Paradise. Foggy heading underneath the geometry again, slower and steady, yawing through the turns. Not necessarily a bad idea if you're trying to stay intact and watching those G-forces. If you are not confident enough to take those enormous pull-up turns with 40 Gs at a time, and why would you be? It's okay to take it at 45 or yaw through these turns if it means it's going to get you in the lead and not in the side of a mountain. Squarish catching up now, both racers right on top of each other, going through Nino's alley, heading over to Emerald Avenue. Squarish ending up a little bit high and missing a checkpoint, unfortunately, has to go back and get it. This is giving Foggy the opportunity to really stretch this lead here, now getting 3 to 4 seconds ahead of Squarish. Squarish now getting back on track, using that boost and pushing, however, going to get back into position before we know it here. Foggy now going over to the turn and burn. Squarish on close contact. These folks are only 1 turn apart, and anything can happen at this point. It's still anybody's game. We have 1 whole lap remaining. Foggy heading to last bite, the end of lap number 2. Squarish right behind now. Foggy turning into lap number 3. Here we go, and with a lap time from our official timer of in-game, we have 1:10 and 1:10 from Luigi. They're right on top of each other. Squarish, meanwhile, just going through lap number 3 right now, has his work cut out for him to catch up to Foggy, but it's not impossible. Lap time of 1:21, you can see we're about 10 seconds behind. Squarish getting a little bit high, unable to wrest control of the P72. Again, it doesn't like it when you yaw. It does weatherbane if you're going at full speed, and that becomes very difficult to control at that point. Foggy taking the pinch a little bit wide, and unfortunately hits the top of the canyon wall. This gives Squarish an opportunity to catch up as long as we can keep steady here and keep intact. Now Squarish at the pinch. These two racers are almost back on top of each other again. Foggy going through Nino's alley, heading over to Emerald Avenue. Squarish right behind. Who's going to take it? Who's going to be moving on to these semifinals? This is going to be a real nail biter here as we get toward the end. Oh no, Squarish hitting the bottom of of Nino's Alley. Unfortunately, starting to lose some ground here to Foggy. Foggy all the way over to close contact, hitting over the turn and burn now, but Squarish really pushing, putting on the gas to be able to catch up here. Unbelievable. Foggy going into turn and burn. That 90-degree 180, well done with that oversteering, getting it back on track. Squarish pushing, you could see the vision blurring, trying to get that ground back, but unfortunately hitting the antennas on top of the racing pylons, and Foggy getting across the finish line now. 118 for the final lap time. Congratulations, Foggy. What a race. Good job, Squarish, keeping up that entire time. What a show. Congratulations very much, Foggy. We'll see you back here in the semifinals. And Squarish, I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope we see you back here for Insomnia 73. So thank you, folks, and we will be coming right back here shortly with our next match against Sly Mako and Semper Prime. I'm going to send you guys over to commercials, but don't go anywhere. Something special is happening when we come back. And wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We'll see you here in a few.
Ever since I was a kid, I've wanted to go fast.
It's not about just a hairpin or two. It's really about that sequence and finding the potential of the thing I'm controlling.
Being in the cockpit, you start to forget what your body's doing. You become one with the machine.
Racing in general, I think it's kind of becoming an art.
Got split decisions to make. You got to be fast.
Racing is one thing, but racing when you know your reputation is on the line, the money is on the line, you got something to actually bring home. That's the races I gravitate for. The big ones, the high stakes.
Racing is just as much as survival as being fast.
What wins the race?
It's the pilot.
It's the ship.
The ship.
It is 100% the pilot.
Always the ship.
It's definitely the pilot, man. You're the one maneuvering and moving it.
The best pilots are so close in skill level that a different ship can change the game.
Only from Mirai.
All right, folks, we are back. I hope you didn't miss my pretty little face too much because we're back here with our racers as we get ready for giveaway number 2 is live now. Get your spam in chat. We're doing it. I'm gonna give you guys about 15 seconds here to be as loud as possible. The louder you are, the one chance you get becomes active. Actually doesn't do anything except for makes you eligible for the giveaway. But be loud anyway because I like it. Exclamation mark speed if you're feeling spicy. 10 seconds. 10. And again, this is for the Gattax Soylent LTI game package from CIG. One lucky audience member will take this away and be able to play Star Citizen or add to their vast array of ships in their hangar. Here we go. 3, 2, no, and you know what? One more time. We're gonna give you 10 more seconds, guys. Spam it. Let's go. Come on. Keep it spamming. Let's go. Everyone needs to type one more time. Come on. Everyone who wants in this giveaway, put it in chat. No, minute and a half. I'm not waiting that long. All right, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our winner is Jackodin. Jackodin, are you in chat? Jackodin, speak now or forever hold this gift for somebody else who's going to speak. Jackodin. Or Jackodin, speak in the chat. Jackodin. Jacko. There we go, Jackodin claiming the prize. Congratulations. Enjoy your Gatak Soylent. And we are going to get back here for, okay, so guess what, guys? The biggest giveaway is yet to come. Please don't go anywhere because it's going to be massive. And, you know, ask Joe from yesterday. It's going to be massive. So we'll see you guys back here for that later on. But right now, it's time to get on with the show. So we are going to head over to Semper Prime and Sly Mako now for our head-to-head for match 2 of round number 2. Here we go. And we've got Luigi back in chat, our race director for today, making sure everything goes off as planned. How you doing?
Doing good. Very excited for this match. We have Sly Mako, a great newcomer from this weekend, trying a new track in Semper, trying to win everything today.
That's right.
And won't let Carlito win because he got Carlito in his sight. So I'm waiting.
All right, then. Without further ado, this is still going to be 3 laps for the second round. So the first to be done here in 3 laps is ready. Semper, we're going to need you to get back to the start line here.
Semper, a quick reset. Thank you.
Okay, we're good.
All
right, here we go. Luigi, take it away. 3 laps. Good luck, gents.
Direction.
Yeah, good luck, Semper.
Wrong direction. Wrong
right at the beat racers.
Wrong direction.
And they are off. Semper Prime and Sly Mako. Hopefully our in-flight computer stops saying wrong direction soon. And we're going around Drifter's Paradise now. We've got a couple racers here who know what they're doing. Semper Prime, oh my God, recovering that. Unbelievable, almost blackout, but manages to keep it together going through the pinch, heading over to Nino's Alley. That was insane. I wouldn't have even been able to pull that one off. Sly Mako, in the meantime, into Emerald Avenue. These guys are right on top of each other. This is going to be a knockout race between these two. Heading around close contact now. Both these racers putting on the G-forces again, pushing 30 to 40 Gs in the P-72. It is unbelievable what this ship can withstand as long as you're not aiming toward the ground. Sly Mako and Semper Prime both heading into last bend. This is insane. These racers going head to head. Look at these looks of concentration. Unbelievable. Going into Drifter's Paradise now. They're so close together. Our time was less than a second apart. It looks like half a second between these two racers. Going into the pinch right now, heading down to Nino's Alley and just avoiding that outside wall from Semper Prime. Sly Mako doing a 45-degree turn to keep that boost in check and keep that ship from drifting. Interesting strategies between these two racers. Who's going to come out on top? Sly Mako, meanwhile, going down through Emerald Avenue right now. You can see him pulling these Gs around close contact. Watch what happens. Unbelievable. Able to pull out of it before any negative effects happen from the G-forces, but Semper Prime hitting the ground. This might give Sly Mako all the ammunition needed to keep it going, but Sly Mako taking a lot of Gs around. Turn and burn, heading into last bite. Only about 2 seconds between these racers still. It's anybody's game. Heading into lap number 3, Sly Mako with 42 seconds on that lap, and Semper Prime right behind with a lap about 44 seconds. Sly Mako now going into Drifter's Paradise. Semper Prime right behind, but Sly Mako hitting the ground. It's back into Semper Prime's court as long as he can hold it together. These two racers are both at the pinch, heading down to Nino's Alley, and unfortunately Sly Mako unable to get the ship under control. Crashing again, Semper Prime now pulling ahead into Emerald Avenue. Sly Mako has a chance to catch up here, but has to stop making those mistakes. Semper Prime now heading into close contact, getting ready to turn into turn and burn, has to hold it together for the final few seconds of this race. Sly Mako has a chance here, but barring a miracle, Semper Prime is going to be taking it away. Who's going to take it into the semifinals? It's going to be Semper Prime with a lap time of 36 seconds, our new best for today. Well done to both of you. What a match. Sly Mako, oh no, the Snake Pit Drifter's Paradise claiming another victim. Wow. What a show. Thank you to both of you. Semper Prime, we'll see you back here against Foggy for the semifinals and Slimako. What an excellent run. What an excellent racer. Lovely to see England stepping up and coming out today. Wow, what a show. Thank you so much, guys. All right. That's it for that one. We're going to jump over to the audience cam and take a little breather here. Hey, before we move on, quick shout out to our sponsors making this possible for us, making our giveaways possible for us today. We're talking about, of course, Spectre Labs, Monster Tech, and the one and only Virpil Controls making this possible for us today. And of course, CIG for providing some of the giveaway ships and making such a great game for us to fawn over today and really push it to its limits with these racers. So we'll be back here in a moment. We're going to get set up for the next round. Don't go anywhere. All right, folks, we're back here for our third match of round number 2. We have Captain Astro versus One Dark Enigma. One Dark Enigma, our grand prize winner from day number 1, but unfortunately taken out in round 2 in day number 2. Looks like we're all set and ready here at the start line. Luigi, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, and remember, 3 laps racers. Okay, take it away, Luigi, when you're ready.
At the beat, racers.
There they go. These racers are off right now. At the Snake Pit, we've got Captain Astro and One Dark Enigma head-to-head. And the winner of this race is going to take on the winner of Carlito and GFA Plays round for the last match of round 2 into the semifinals. Here we go, going around Drifter's Paradise now, and Captain Astro taking us a little bit high and wide. One Dark Enigma, however, wow, taking the first negative downturn of the day into Nino's Alley. Obviously has a little bit of practice under his belt. I wonder where he borrowed that move from. And we're looking over at the Captain Astro going down into Nino's Alley now. So we're about a half lap behind, but we do have a chance here to catch up if anything were to go wrong in One Dark Enigma's playthrough. But it looks like he's really got this under control. We might have our best lap of the day with a 41 seconds. Well, we had a standing start, so we'll see what lap 2 gives us. Because we had, I believe it was, who was it? Semper Prime with a 35-second lap to beat today. So One Dark Enigma now heading down into Nino's Alley in lap number 2. Captain Astro just finishing up lap number 1. So we do have a bit of a gap between these two racers, but anything can happen. Still One Dark Enigma now. So you can see the red out from going around Nino's Alley. This is a move that I used and some other people actually helped me invent. And that is, of course, the great Shaqnu and Data Machine. Helped me invent that move, that turn going into Nino's Alley there to build up the negative G-forces in order to offset the positive G-forces going into Emerald Avenue. So you can see One Dark Enigma employing that in that turn. Starting off lap number 3 with a lap time of 37 seconds, still not our best of the day, but darn close. That is a very competitive lap for a racing scene. So you can see that this is clearly one of Inglo's best here, putting on a good show for us. Meanwhile, we've got Captain Astro struggling a little bit, but honestly not that bad considering, you know, the difference in experience between these two races. Captain Astro halfway through lap number 2, so definitely holding his own over there. But One Dark Enigma obviously showing, you know, that he's put in the time here and definitely gotten the practice down and learned from some of the best racers in Star Citizen to be able to pull off this final time here of a, wow, 37-second lap in a total time of 1 minute and 56 seconds, a sub 2 for a 3-lapper here in round number 2. Well done, One Dark Enigma and Captain Astro. Wonderful to see you again. And of course, thank you again for all the work you've done for this show and help putting it on. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and hopefully we'll see you back here for Insomnia 73. All right, so that is it for match number 3 in round 2. We still have one more match to go. I think I might have misspoken and said that was the last one. It is not. We have one more. We're going to run to the commercial breaks, and we'll be back here for the final match of round number 2.
What was that line? Oh my goodness!
Splen overtakes him. These guys are neck and neck.
Now entering Cargo Valley before Splen does. Who comes out first? It is Shaqnu, but Splen with more speed and they hit!
Way out of it. This guy is impossible to beat. This guy is an absolute beast.
Splen's got missiles fired. They're right behind him. I see missiles tracking him.
Your reputation is on the line. The money is on the line. You got something to actually bring home. That's the races I grabbed to. The big ones, the high stakes. Yes! Let's go! Whew.
All right, folks, we are back here for match number 4 in round 2. We have GFA plays, and I said I was going to talk about it, so now we are. Carlito, welcome, one of the XGR regulars making his way to Insomnia 72. Are you going to show everybody up today?
No.
No?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. All right, nothing to worry about. Everyone go. Ignore everything I said. No, it should be an interesting competition here. GFA, you're going to have your work cut out for you. This is a veteran at the XGR scene. So hopefully you're up to the task of humbling Carlito and moving on to the semifinals. The winner of this match is going to take on One Dark Enigma. So you definitely are going to have some hard work ahead of you. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah, that way.
That way. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm
This is still 3 laps. The last 3 lap race. This is the end of round number 2. After this is going to be 6 laps. So Luigi, take it away when you're ready.
Thank you, Sven. All right, racers, right at the beat.
I heard a beep.
And there they go. These racers are off for the start of match number 4 in round 2. Carlito having a clear lead right now, taking a 45-degree angle and yawing into the end of Drifter's Paradise. GFA plays right behind, though. Certainly no slouch when it comes to being able to keep up with the other racers. Having participated in every match of the weekend so far. Carlito heading into Nino's Alley. GFA plays about 1 second behind, definitely keeping the pressure on as we move over into Emerald Avenue. Carlito coming up to close contact, pulling up into the turn. Carlito giving himself a pep talk, but unfortunately hitting the inside turn of close contact. Concentrate, Carlito. Don't listen to me. Don't banter right now. GFA Plays is taking the lead, moving into going up to turn and burn. Carlito now having to catch up, about 1 second behind. GFA Plays now going down to last bite. So keep it together, folks. GFA Plays going down to last bite, moving into the start of lap number 2. Carlito right behind, starting to make up some of that lost ground. And there we go. Starting literally the lap right on top of each other. These guys less than tenths of a second apart, moving into lap number 2 with 59 seconds each. GFA Plays moving around the Drifter's Paradise and inverting and almost making it through the gap there. Carlito taking it a little bit safer and ending up ahead right now, going down into Nino's Alley. These two switching positions left and right. GFA Plays now moving down right behind Carlito. In the meantime, we're now moving into Emerald Avenue, switching it up and going on the outside turn. Here comes that big push. Oh, will we make it? Watch those G-forces, but yawing in the end of it and offsetting some of those G's. A smart move by Carlito. Obviously a veteran racer from XGR. GFA Plays right behind, however, now moving into turn and burn himself. We got about a 2-second gap between these racers. Anything could happen moving into lap number 3. Carlito about to cross the finish line with a lap time of 44 seconds, about 10 or to 15 seconds faster than lap number 1. So we're certainly getting into our groove now. GFA Plays crossing the line with 57 seconds, about 10 seconds behind. Definitely have to make up some time, GFA, if you want to make it to the semifinals. Carlito, however, going around the pinch right now, getting a little bit wobbly and out of control, but able to keep it on the ground. Heading over into Nino's Alley, going into Emerald Avenue. GFA Plays right behind, now just heading over to Nino's Alley, starting to lose a little bit of ground to Carlito. Carlito finally getting into the groove, keeping it together, and look at that nice, beautiful drifting yaw around close contact, keeping those G-forces under control. Moving down now into turn and burn. GFA Plays right behind. Now Carlito heading out to the final stretch, going into last bite, barring any miracles. Here we go. Crossing the finish line on lap number 3 with a final time of 2 minutes, 25 seconds. Carlito, congratulations. You'll be moving on to the semifinals to play One Dark Enigma. And GFA Plays, what a match, what a show. Thank you for participating today. You did good. So we'll see you guys here for the semifinals. It's going to be a 6-lap race, so go ahead and stretch out. We'll see you guys soon.
GG's. Well done.
Thank you, GFA. See ya.
By the way, guys, don't go anywhere. Remember, we've got our big giveaway coming up before the final round of today. And yeah, so be ready for that. Thank you guys for being here. And again, big shout out to our sponsors. We have Monster Tech mounts, Spectre Labs, desktop mats and mouse pads, and of course, Virpil Controls for providing all of the gear for us today. So we will be back shortly. We're going to set up the next round. Our next round is Foggy versus Semper Prime for the first round of the semifinals. So we will see you guys in a moment. Sorry, it looked like our audience cam froze there for a minute. Here's our racers getting ready. We have Foggy and Semper Prime there at the bottom. It's going to be our 2 contestants for the first match of the semifinals. We're going to go ahead and do that now. All right, racers. Are you ready?
No.
No? Well, too bad. We're going anyway.
Yeah, me neither.
All right.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Now, keep in mind, I know you guys have been doing 3 laps before. However, we are moving into the semifinal rounds. That means this is going to be 6 lap races from here on out. 6 laps. Do not stop after the 3rd lap. So, Luigi, do you have the settings all set up for that for 6 laps instead of 3?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And we are good to go. When you hear Luigi's bell, that'll be it. I'm looking forward to a good match between the 2 of you. Good luck. The winner of this is going to face the winner of the match between One Dark Enigma and Carlito, and the loser of this match will go to the consolation round for 3rd place. So everyone's walking away with a prize from here on out. Good luck. Here we go. Luigi, take it away.
All right, racers. Right at the beat.
There they go, Semper Prime and Foggy caught a little off guard by Luigi's quick bell there. Semper Prime turning quickly into the the Drifter's Paradise. Foggy taking it at more of a 45-degree angle and watching those G-forces. Semper Prime able to somehow maneuver that ship around that bend despite having 0 visibility whatsoever. It's practically a film noir with the amount of blood being lost in the head of that pilot. Foggy, in the meantime, just getting around to the pinch now, having a little bit of trouble getting back on track, but probably going to pull it together before we get to the final laps here. Semper Prime, in the meanwhile, going around turn and burn now, heading down toward the last couple checkpoints. Foggy's definitely got their work cut out for them, trying to catch up to Semper Prime before the end. Semper Prime now starting lap number 2 with a lap time of, we got a 40.9 seconds, so not too shabby. One of the best first laps of the day. I don't know if we've seen a sub 40 first lap, so he's definitely putting on the heat right now. Semper Prime heading into the pinch. Meanwhile, we've got Foggy just coming around turn and burn for the final parts of lap number 1. Semper Prime, in the meantime, now going into Nino's alley, and you could see, like, we saw One Dark Enigma earlier taking that downturn, and we've got Semper Prime here taking that as an upturn, pulling up into the turn. So there are different strategies for tackling this race. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top today. Meanwhile, these 2 racers still battling for this semifinals victory and a shot at having first place. Semper Prime now on top, however, starting lap number 3 after a 38-second lap time from lap number 2. Not quite the fastest of the day, but remember, Semper Prime's the one who set the fastest of the day at 35 seconds. So very good, interesting matchup coming up between Semper Prime, One Dark Enigma, or Carlito. It's going to be interesting. But Semper Prime blacking out there, heading toward Nino's alley. Now a little bit off track. Definitely has to get reset as fast as possible, or Foggy's going to have an opportunity to catch up here. Foggy now getting to the halfway point of lap number 2 and definitely find a way in if Semper Prime doesn't get back on track fast enough. Semper Prime hitting the bottom finally and being able to reset, going down toward Nino's alley. Meanwhile, Foggy, oh no, Semper Prime hitting again, definitely giving Foggy all the ammunition needed to catch up here. Foggy now heading to the end of lap number 2 into lap 3. Semper Prime now going into Emerald Avenue from Nino's alley, going into, it is going to be a lot of G's here for close contact, but it's able to withstand them pretty nicely. Definitely building up a bit there at the end. Semper Prime going into turn and burn. Foggy now starting lap number 3, so barring any miracles, Semper Prime is about to lap Foggy and win this with a lap time of, I can't really tell there, but that was a lap time of 1:53. Not sure if that was right. We definitely fell off track, but that's it. Oh, I'm sorry, we have 6 laps. Keep on going. That's right. Sorry. That was me forgetting what we're doing. 3 more laps to go. Foggy now heading into lap number 4. Semper Prime heading into Nino's alley, going into Emerald Avenue. Long way to go, folks. Keep it going. And again, anything can happen here. As you saw, Semper Prime lost almost a minute on that lap from all of the mistakes happening. So Foggy now trying to get back on track. And Semper Prime heading into the end of lap number 4 into last bite now. And Foggy in lap number 3. This is a lot closer than I thought, folks. Anything can happen at this point. Foggy, Semper Prime putting down a 37 lap time. That is the fastest of this event. Foggy now going into close contact, heading down the turn and burn at lap number 3. Semper Prime just starting lap number 5, going into the pinch, heading down to Nino's alley, and now going to head into Emerald Avenue here, pulling up into the turn. Good job of avoiding those G-forces, having a little more relaxing time. I think Semper Prime understands the leadership economy happening right now and is taking it a little bit slower. We're not seeing any 35-second laps like we did in that match earlier today. Foggy, meanwhile, getting into lap number 4 now, crossing the finish line with a lap time of 1:16. Not too shabby there. Semper Prime pulling up now into last bite, heading into the final lap, lap number 6, with a lap time of 1:15. Again, much slower than before. You can tell that we are taking our time and spending our leadership economy here. Foggy now heading into, looks like the pinch. off of lap number 4. So we have been lapped here by Semper Prime. Semper Prime now heading into Nino's Alley. So again, looks like he's the clear favorite to win here today. For the first match of the semifinals. Now going into turn and burn, pulling up hard into it. A lot of G-forces, has to offset them. Able to at least slow down enough to not black out. So good on Semper Prime, knowing the emergencies there to be able to not end up in a bad situation. Foggy now heading into Emerald Avenue in lap number 4, but Semper Prime wrapping up the last turn here in lap number 6, and that will do it for the semifinals round 1. Semper Prime with a total time of 4 minutes and 19 seconds, and Foggy just about to finish up here lap number 5. Unfortunately, not going to be able to cut it for today. But Foggy, thank you for being here. We loved watching you race. Congratulations, making it all the way to the semifinals. You do have a chance for 3rd place, so don't go anywhere. Your match is coming up soon. But Semper Prime, you'll be moving on to the finals and taking on the winner of One Dark, Enigma, and Carlito. You certainly have your work cut out for you, so get ready for that. We'll be back here in a moment, folks. We're going to head to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back here for round 2 of the semifinals. One Dark Enigma versus Carlito. Don't go anywhere. All right, folks, we're back here, and here's the bracket so far. I know I haven't been showing it much today, but our results are as follows. You can see that, you know, we started off with some of our favorites getting knocked out early, with Sly Mako being knocked out in round number 2. Semper Prime just proving, you know, too much experience on the Snake Pit and able to move on to the semifinals. And One Dark Enigma, as expected, moving on to the semifinals and might be going to the finals, but it's going to be a tough match between him and Carlito here for the final match of the semifinals. So that's our standings so far, and I have a special guest with us right now, Black Maze, founder of XGR, here in the chat. How's it going, sir?
Don't make me blush.
I mean, what? I just called you the founder. I could also say the amazing creator of the Snake Pit and all of the things that have made this possible. If you really want to blush.
Special guest. Anyway,
you are very special.
But can I just say, I was looking at the brackets earlier today, and I'm looking at Semper Prime Racing, Carlito Racing, One Dark Enigma as well from the British Army Racing, and damn, the competitive level is
Isn't it crazy?
this year.
We've come a long way.
Yeah.
So it was Insomnia 71 back in the summer, and wow, what a difference between then and now. We can tell these racers have definitely been putting in the time, you know?
Yeah,
it's
inspired
a real
by
black
yours
maze.
truly amongst many, right? It's awesome. We've got obviously SCR.GG with the leaderboards, and you can watch anybody's run. We often find yourself at the top of those leaderboards, and we're watching then like people like Semper Prime and many others. Like I'm watching their lines, and I'm watching. I can just see so much of these really fast guys coming back in how they're running. It's really good to see, and to see Carlito physically present there as well. I had no idea that he was in the vicinity there.
Yeah, well, it's only 3 hours away. Only 3 hours away. Yeah.
Are you visiting specifically for this, or?
Yeah.
Dude, that is sick. That is some dedication. I love to see it, and I mean, you know, I'm sorry, One Dark Enigma, if you're here, but I gotta put my money on someone.
He's right there.
And I'm putting it on Carlito.
Ooh, interesting, because I would have put my money on One Dark Enigma today with all the practice he's been putting in. This is his control scheme.
No,
he has a lot going for him right now.
On the next generation that we see right there.
That's true.
I'm putting my money on him as well.
I wanted
All right,
to
folks.
ask, for those that don't know, real quick, one question.
Go ahead.
Carlito is actually he operates drones IRL, and I want to ask him if he finds that the experience he has with flying drones in real life, if that's helping him with these races.
Yeah, definitely. You understand like how the ship maneuvers because of the experience that you'll have like flying drones, like the like this G turns. You do the same thing while flying drones. Obviously, you don't feel the Gs, you don't black out, but the principle is the same. You use less axis as well. You only use 4 axes.
Lap complete.
Yeah, that's
Very
awesome,
similar.
dude. Well, dude, I'm so happy to see you here. I think it's awesome, and yeah, I'm super excited to watch these semifinals and finals coming up.
All right, so that was Black Maze. Thank you again for helping us put this together, Black Maze. I know you've been, you know, an absolute god getting me all set up to take over this event and do the hosting and commentary, so thank you for that. And of course, again, a big shout out to our sponsors making this possible. We're talking about Virpil, Monster Tech, and Spectre Labs for getting our prizes, and of course CIG for helping us promote and make all of this worthwhile for us. All right, so here we are. We are at the final match of the semifinals. We have One Dark Enigma and Carlito. The winner of this match is going to be taking on Semper Prime, so you are going to have uphill battle from here. Carlito, go ahead and stop there at the start-finish line, and we're going to get started. Now again, guys, remember this is a 6-lap match, not a 3-lapper, so be ready for endurance here. Go ahead and get yourself set up, Carlito, and Luigi, if you have nothing else to say, we can take it away here.
Thank you, Mace. And thank you, Splat.
Yep. And there we go, our racers taking off here for the final match of the semifinals. One Dark Enigma and Carlito, both experienced veterans at this point on this track especially, and in this ship. We're going to see some interesting strategies employed between these. Carlito taking a nice yawing drift and kind of keeping it very close to that inside turn. One Dark Enigma taking it a little bit wider, but you notice he's keeping right on his side. He's staying in that 90-degree angle in order to maximize the amount of time you're not spending rolling. It's paying off right now, being about 1 or 2 seconds ahead of Carlito. Carlito heading up to close contact now. One Dark Enigma fighting those G-forces, trying to keep it together. Carlito using the yaw to offset them. One Dark Enigma going around turn and burn. Carlito right behind, going in the turn up and burn now, but going a little bit high and hitting the top of the guardrail. Unfortunately, Carlito throwing that stuffed animal off of his lap and going back into the match. One Dark Enigma setting out a first lap time of 42 seconds, not the fastest of the day, but very fast nonetheless. Carlito going across the start finish about 9 seconds behind, has some work to do, but it's anyone's match at this point. One Dark Enigma now going into Emerald Avenue, heading down, I'm sorry, going into Nino's Alley, heading down to Emerald Avenue now, and look, you can see that downturn, the negative G's, the red outs going into that turn. Carlito a little bit far behind, just now getting into Emerald Avenue from Nino's Alley, so we have a little bit of work cut out for Carlito to be able to catch up, but it's still anybody's game. Remember, we have 6 laps here. Any mistake can cost you a lot of time. We've seen it happen multiple times today. Racers going off the track for 30 seconds at a time. These are fragile ships. They have very fragile parts, and when things break down, it gets bad. One Dark Enigma now with a 39-second lap. A little more conservative than some of the fastest laps of the day. Carlito, meanwhile, finishing finishing up lap number 2, and One Dark Enigma taking a spill, giving Carlito an opportunity to catch up here. One Dark Enigma now going into the pinch. Carlito heading into the Drifter's Paradise, about to catch up, still about 5 to 6 seconds behind. One Dark Enigma, meanwhile, downturning into Nino's Alley, going down to Emerald Avenue. He's out for blood today. You can tell he's got his lines down like a laser. Carlito, oh, but he hits! He hits an Emerald Avenue going in the turn and burn. It's going to put him even farther behind. Carlito now having even more opportunities to catch up as long as he can stop hitting things and staying on the track. One Dark Enigma, meanwhile, going in the turn and burn, going down toward last bite for the end of lap number 3. Carlito right behind him, just now going in the turn and burn. You can tell the gap has shortened. One Dark Enigma really needs to push it in order to keep that lap and keep that advantage over Carlito. Carlito now turning into last bite, going into the lap number 4 with a lap time of 43 seconds. That's about 7 seconds faster than One Dark Enigma. Now keep in mind, there's a 5-second penalty that's artificial and put on here, so I have to kind of go off of the time from Luigi more so than time in game here. So I apologize for that. One Dark Enigma down turning into Emerald Avenue, pulling up into the turn, and here he goes, oh, into turn and burn, offsetting those G's by downturning before. Again, a big strategy from some of the top racers is to offset those G's in negative directions. One Dark Enigma pulling up hard into turn and burn into the last the part of lap number 4. Carlito starting to lose a little bit of ground here and just now getting into turn and burn. Has to put on the speed to be able to catch up, or One Dark Enigma has to make a mistake. One Dark Enigma now going around Drifter's Paradise, going through the gap deftly, heading into the pinch, going down to Nino's Alley. In lap number 5 here, 2 laps remain for these racers. Carlito now in lap number 5, going around Drifter's Paradise. Now the gap is starting to widen. One Dark Enigma has it together as long as he can keep it slow and steady and smooth. He'll hit it. Carlito, unfortunately, hitting an obstacle, getting even farther behind. Unfortunate for him. One Dark Enigma, in the meantime, going around this final lap here, or about to start the final lap, mind you, going into last bite here and starting lap number 6. Here we go with a lap time of 37 seconds, at least in-game timer. Our official Luigi time, more official at 37 seconds, so no crashes on that lap. Carlito coming around the bend here now, getting over to turn and burn, so losing a bit of ground to One Dark Enigma going into the final lap here. One Dark Enigma going down to Nino's Alley, down turning for the 6th time. Oh, but he hits! He's bounced off the track. He's blacking out. This is unbelievable. He reset him. Wow. Got lucky there with the reset and was able to get back on track. Otherwise, he was gone for a while. Carlito now having an opportunity to get some ground back, but barring a miracle, One Dark Enigma still has a significant advantage. But oh, One Dark Enigma blacks out again. Starting to feel the pressure of that final lap. You got to keep it together here. This is a lot of prizes on the line going into the final rounds. But here he goes into last bite. It looks like it's his game. Final checkpoint with a final time of 4 minutes and 10 seconds for a 6th lapper. One Dark Enigma is our victor. Carlito on lap 6, unfortunately, not quite able, but it goes across. Okay, we got the match ending there from Luigi, so thank you for that. One Dark Enigma, you are heading to the finals to fight Semper Prime. Carlito, thank you so much for taking the time to get out here today. You fought valiantly. It was wonderful to see you race. It was excellent seeing the skills on display. Thank you to both of you. And now we are going to take a quick break before we get set up for the consolation round, 3rd place victory. Wow, what a race. Don't go anywhere, guys. Our big giveaway is coming up soon, TM. For now, we're going to head back to the commercials, and we'll be back here in a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Ever since I was a kid, I've wanted to go fast.
It's not about just a hairpin or two. It's really about that sequence and finding the potential of the thing I'm controlling.
Being in the cockpit, you start to forget what your body's doing. You become one with the machine.
Racing in general, I think it's kind of becoming an art.
Got split decisions to make. You got to be fast.
Racing is one thing, but racing when you know your reputation is on the line, the money is on the line, you got something to actually bring home. That's the races I gravitate for. The big ones, the high stakes.
Racing is just as much as survival as being fast.
What wins the race?
It's the pilot.
It's the ship.
The ship.
It is 100% the pilot.
Always the ship.
It's definitely the pilot, man. You're the one maneuvering and moving it.
The best pilots are so close in skill level that a different ship can change the game.
Only
from Mirai.
All right, folks, we are back here for the consolation round. This is for third place. Winner of this match takes a Mirai Fury game package away with LTI. So good luck to both of you. This is going to be another 6-lap race. Keep that in mind. It's an endurance race. We'll see who comes away with the prize. We have Foggy here, who might be more at home with the controls, and Carlito, who has a little more experience on the track. So it's going to be an interesting match between the two of these. Definitely looking forward to seeing how it turns out. Luigi, you have the helm. Take it away.
All right, racers, right at the beep. Good luck.
There you go. Our racers are off, caught a little off guard by Luigi's quick, deadly, quick beat start. Carlito taking the 90-degree turn into Drifter's Paradise, and Foggy taking it at more of a 45-degree angle. Oh, but Carlito going a little bit high, unfortunately, hitting the top rail there. Foggy having an opportunity to get ahead, and he does. About 1 second ahead of Carlito, but Carlito taking that gap! Manages to trigger the checkpoint and reset, so the gap did sort of pay off, but now he's at the pinch. Foggy, unfortunately, taking his spill as well. These racers are off to a bit of a rough start, but we still have 5 laps ahead of us, so we'll see what happens. Carlito now entering Nino's Alley. Foggy right behind about 2 seconds, but unfortunately unable to keep the ship off the ground. Belly scrapes and blows up the fragile P-72 Archimedes. Meanwhile, Carlito almost blacking out around close contact, but keeping it together. Still a lot of blurry vision. Going in the turn and burn, slowing down before that turn wisely, trying to get the ship back under control, resting this thing into position. Foggy, meanwhile, going down Emerald Avenue, ready to turn into close contact. Carlito finishing up lap number 1, heading into lap number 2 with an official Luigi time of 55 seconds, 0.9. Carlito now heading into Drifter's Paradise, and Foggy into turn and burn on lap number 1. So Carlito now pushing the advantage here with a clear lead over Foggy. Foggy needs to get it into gear and push forward in order to have a chance at winning third place here, but Carlito hits a wall. That's certainly not going to help his positions. Has to keep it together in order to take home that prize. Carlito now going and now around Nino's Alley into Emerald Avenue. Foggy completing the lap with about 1:23 on the clock. Carlito now going into turn and burn lap number 2. So we got about half a lap between these racers, maybe a little more. Carlito getting a little bit out of control again. We saw some weather veining there. When you get a little bit too fast into your yaw, your ship's going to start getting ill affected by the drag forces at play. Even though the atmosphere is thin, when you're going fast enough, it does affect your ship's aerodynamics. Meanwhile, we have Foggy getting into lap number 2's Nino Alley now. Carlito with a 50-second lap in lap number 2. Not too bad. Hits the wall, though, on the start, going in the Drifter's Paradise now and turning around into the next portion of the race. So here we are, Carlito now going through the gap. Wow, he really likes taking that gap very, very close to the inside curve. Manages to squeak through, though, and now heading over into Nino's Alley for lap number 3. Foggy just finishing up lap number 2. It looks like we're heading down toward turn and burn now, so we're starting to lose more ground to Carlito. Unfortunately, Carlito is looking like the clear victor right now as long as nothing else goes wrong. Carlito drifting around the turn into, that was a beautiful drift going into close contact. Well done coming out of that into a pure yaw and offsetting those G-forces. A good strategy when you're just learning how to get the pacing down on this course. Foggy wrapping up that lap now. We have about, looks like 2:30 on the clock, but hitting the ground there before getting too far into lap number 3. Carlito with a 47-second lap, still taking time off the board each lap. So definitely, getting comfortable, and that's good because that looks like it's going to lead to a clear victory here for the third place prize. Foggy, in the meantime, still has a chance. Only 1 lap behind at this point, but, we have to have some things happen. We have to either get into gear quickly, or Carlito has to have a pretty bad mistake happen, but either of those could happen. So keep watching. Carlito blacking out almost around close contact, getting ready to head down toward turn and burn, pulling up into the turn now, and just misses his nose off the inside of that turn. Again, a very pro strategy. You can tell that the years of experience Carlito has racing is starting to put itself on display here at this live in-person esports tournament. Carlito finishing that lap again, knocking the time down to a 41-second lap this time, going around the turn into Drifter's Paradise, getting faster each lap, which is bad news for Foggy, who's lagging behind a bit at lap number 3, unfortunately, but getting to the end of it and heading into lap number 4 after a few more checkpoints. Carlito, meantime, going around Nino's Alley, heading into Emerald Avenue, jumping down toward the end of the stretch here. Again, the longest stretch in this track. It's where you want to really burn off the boost. Carlito really, wow, look at that awesome drift into close contact. Once again, definitely has that move down to a science. Taking it a little more leisurely, I can tell now with the leadership economy under his belt. He's able to, know to set his pacing right, not make any undue mistakes. heading into lap number 6. Wow, I just say that and then he takes that turn closer than I've ever seen him take it before, with a lap time of 43 seconds. Foggy in the meantime in lap number 4 now. So again, only 1 lap behind. Anything can happen at this point, but it's looking pretty much in. Oh, Carlito again taking that gap so close it finally came up and bit him. That is a dangerous turn to take, even if you're taking it on the outside of that gap. So Carlito now getting back on track here, going into Nino's Alley. Meanwhile, we've got Foggy, looks like heading into finally the second half of lap number 4, going down to Emerald Avenue as we speak. Carlito in Emerald Avenue, so has finally lapped Foggy. Oh, but blacks out finally, going into close contact, unable to do that nifty little yaw we saw in all the previous laps. However, I think it's going to be too little too late to save Foggy. In this case, it's going to be Carlito coming around the final 2 checkpoints to wrap this up. Foggy still not quite through the end of lap number 4, and it's not going to make it before Carlito spins and crosses the finish line to take the 3rd place prize home. Well done, sir. He came, he saw on a whim on the last day of the event and took home the 3rd place prize. Congratulations, Carlito. And Foggy, valiant effort. Wonderful to have you here. Hopefully we'll see you back here for Insomnia 73.
I'm sure he'll be there.
Excellent show of sportsmanship between the two of those. All right, it's time. I hope you guys are all ready and watching. It is time for the final giveaway. So get loud in chat, folks. This is it. Get loud. I want to see everybody getting loud in chat, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to participate in this giveaway. So we are going to head over to this camera here. I'm going to mute everybody else, and we're going to talk about giveaways. It's giveaway time. It's giveaway time. Hope you're getting loud. Everyone get really loud. I'm going to refresh the page so it works properly. All right. Starting now, you must chat in the chat in order to be eligible for this giveaway. You must chat in the chat to be eligible for this giveaway. And again, to remind you guys what is at stake, we are talking about, here's the list. We have a Virpil Alpha Prime right stick plus Warbird base. There's both Virpil products. A Monster Tech desk mount to go with it. Okay? The Spectre desktop pad. And finally, a CIG Origin 350R game pack with LTI. Holy cow. So here we go. 10 seconds remaining. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And our lucky winner is IR Smurf. IR Smurf, we need you to put something in chat. IR Smurf, you are the winner of this giveaway as long as you speak now. There you are, IR Smurf. Congratulations, everyone got smurfed today. IR Smurf taking away the big prize. Please send us a message here on Twitch or over on Discord in order to claim your prize. We'll be looking out for you. So IR Smurf is our winner. Thank you so much for participating in the giveaway, audience. And now, without further ado, we will be heading over to our final round. Don't go anywhere. Quick commercial break. We'll be back to send this off with a bang. Again, the biggest prize of the event for our participants. 2 Virpil Constellation Alpha Primes plus mounts. Second place is walking away with a ship. So there's a lot on the line here. And we'll see you guys back here in a few moments. Okay, folks, we're back here for a moment. Before we get started with the last round, I have One Dark Enigma here in Semper Prime. And One Dark Enigma also, you know, little known fact, he is helping put this together as part of British Army Esports for this incredibly monumental, you know, first time esports event for Star Citizen. So he has a couple things he'd like to say, and I'd like to listen as well, and I have some things to say. So take it away, One Dark Enigma.
Well, firstly, thank you all for facilitating this and everyone in chat for coming in to watch this. Carlito for making the effort to come here. Semper did the same at the last Insomnia 71. It's started off as a trial, and so if you guys want to see more or want the opportunity to come and attend more events like this, please hammer us on Twitter, Brit Army Esports, or Instagram at British Army Esports. Get into Star Citizen Discord and try and hype this up as much as you can. Start tweeting out at RSI and go onto Verpool and say Gibsticks, and let's go. let's build this up. This is a very small part of what this game could be esports wise. Imagine it top end. You've got massive fleet battles, commentated on, casted on. It's going to be fantastic. I'm here for it. I'm here for the ride. I love this game. Let's go.
That's right. And close followers of my show and of XGR know that I've been hyping up this year as the year of Star Citizen Esports, and so far we have delivered. This is the biggest in-person live Star Citizen racing event that has ever happened. And it's all thanks to XGR, British Army Esports, of course, CIG, our sponsors, and of course you guys watching out there, all 60 to 70 of you showing in today. That is a huge showing for us here at the XGR channel. So thank you so much for being here. And again, like he said, hype us up. Take us to the social media, take some clips from the show, go to Reddit. Like this could be so much more. This is just a small piece of what we can offer you as Star Citizen, as an esport. As you can see, it's exciting. It's incredible watching these pilots. Let me talk to you about the skill needed to do this as somebody who's been racing since the very beginning and somebody who's taught a lot of these racers some of the skills they need to do this today. This is an incredible feat. It is an awesome show of actual athleticism. I've broken my body doing some of the things these guys are doing. This is an incredible show. So again, we need to show our support here. We need to push Star Citizen Esports. So again, thank you so much to everybody for making this possible. Black Maze, One Dark Enigma here, all of British Army Esports, XGR. Thank you so much for being here and watching this today. It is now going into your hands. We're delivering this gift to you. It is up to you what you do with it to see if we want to push Star Citizen racing as an esport to its final potential. So thank you once again. That is my PSA. Thank you, One Dark Enigma, as well. And we're going to take a quick look here at the standings one last time before our final round. We're going to, boop, those are prizes. There's our standings. Okay, so again, now this is the end of our results for the day. You can see how the events have unfolded, those who haven't been here from the beginning, and to finally lead us to Semper Prime and One Dark Enigma here at the finals. And it has been, again, these are two of Britain's best racers, period. It has been, and it's obvious that they have the skills and the practice to be able to show off what they're doing today. Really, you get in what you put in. You get what you put in when it comes to this, and they've put in the time and practice to get here. So it has been an awesome show today. And again, imagine this bracket 10 times as big over a month. That's what we're hoping to push the sport to. You know, we're hoping to have all kinds of different events, not just racing, but big fleet battles and things that could actually be what this esport could become. We've got a lot of people at the head of these companies, Verpool and so on and so forth, making these tools to make this happen. So again, thank you very much. And we're going to get on here to the last match of the day. So we're going to move back to the head-to-head scene here in a moment and get us set up. So we are looking at not Foggy and Carlito, but that is Semper Prime and One Dark Enigma. Let's go ahead and get ourselves set up at the start-finish line, folks, and let's get this on. So for our final match of the day, we are looking at, yep, I'm working on the names now. We're looking at 6 laps just like before. And yeah, this is it. This is for the big kahuna. We're talking about a Verpool Controls pack, 2 Verpool left, right, prime, alpha prime sticks, and the bases to go with them. So whoever wins this basically has a control setup of their dreams. That's exactly what I'm using, by the way. And you can see the results that you can get from using them. All of the racers today have used these controls. It is a wonderful thing to have. So big prize on the line. And these racers are going to show us how to get it. All right. Gentlemen, thank you so much for making it this far. This is the finals. On the last day of Insomnia 72, we've worked hard to get here. Looking for a good, clean race, 6 laps, put on a good show for us. Luigi, one last time, take it away.
Thank you, Splin. All right, racers, good luck. We're going at the beep. 6 laps.
And there they go. Our racers are up and running. We have Semper Prime and One Dark Enigma here to lead us to the final event showdown of the day. Both these racers taking that turn deftly. Look at them using the 90-degree pitches to go into this almost neck and neck on top of each other right now. And One Dark Enigma heading down to Nino's Alley and doing that downturn. Semper Prime right behind doing an upturn to Nino's Alley, where it's going to be interesting to see which of these strategies comes out victorious today. They're both right at like literally a second apart going into close contact. One Dark Enigma might be pulling away just a little bit, but that's not going to be enough to make him safe for a long time at this pace. One Dark Enigma now going into last bite. Semper Prime right behind, and both of these racers finishing 1 second apart going into lap number 2. It is incredible so far. Let's see how this plays out. One Dark Enigma going into Drifter's Paradise, heading up through that gap deftly. Semper Prime inverting through the gap right behind him. One Dark Enigma hitting, has to get back on track, giving Semper Prime the opportunity to catch up here. Now these racers are indeed right on top of each other. One Dark Enigma going into the downturn into Nino's Alley, but hits. Oh, he's blacking out. This is unfortunate. Oh, what's going to happen here? Semper Prime now has a little bit of a lead on One Dark Enigma, but again, we have 4 laps remaining. It's anybody's game right now. One Dark Enigma going into turn and burn from close contact. Semper Prime heading into last bite in lap number 2. What a turn of events. One Dark Enigma getting a little bit wide on that turn, but keeping it together. Finishing up lap number 2 of Semper Prime with a time of 38 seconds. One Dark Enigma heading through at the 122 mark of this race. So now we're looking at a bit of a mix-up here. We had One Dark Enigma in the lead for 1.5 laps, and now Semper Prime in the lead from then on. But One Dark Enigma, you can see, making up that time. He has plenty of time to make up that time with superior race lines. We'll see what happens here. Semper Prime now going into Emerald Avenue. One Dark Enigma entering Emerald Avenue. You can see that the gap is closing quickly. We'll see who takes it away, who's going to get the grand prize of our Virpal Controls pack for today. But Semper Prime missing the checkpoint, having to reset. He's reset. They both reset. They both crashed at the exact same checkpoint. It's like the race has started anew. Now they're back on top of each other going into the final sections of lap number 3. 3 laps to go, both turning at one bite at the same time, crossing the finish line at the same time, going into lap number 4. Here they go. Going into Drifter's Paradise, pulling up, going across the gap, see if they'll take the shortcut, and he does. One Dark Enigma getting across, Semper Prime getting across. Oh, One Dark Enigma's getting across the bottom, not too far behind because Semper Prime took those turns wide. They're still right on top of each other, and there's plenty of time to go. Half the race remains. Semper Prime going into Emerald Avenue. One Dark Enigma now going into Emerald Avenue, right on top of each other, going into close contact, pulling up to the turn, but Semper Prime is blacking out. He wasn't able to manage the G-forces. He's going to be behind One Dark Enigma. One Dark Enigma now in the lead again. Back in first place. They've been switching back and forth this entire race, folks. It doesn't get better than this. Semper Prime pulling up now into the pinch. It looks like we got a reset, perhaps. I'm not sure where we're at here. It looks like we might have had a glitch. Oh, we might have had a pretty serious glitch here, folks. I think Semper Prime was able to skip through. Okay, we're going to keep going here and see what happens. One Dark Enigma now going into Nino's Alley. Semper Prime heading into the end of lap number 5.
Should I restart?
I think we're gonna have to restart this one, guys. I hate to do it, but with Semper Prime's checkpoint skipping a whole lap and a half ahead, we can't do that. We can't do that. We got to restart. Oh boy, you guys just got a taste of what's to come here. We're gonna have a whole another 6 laps from these guys because our race ended up in a glitch state. Holy cow. Okay. Wow, yeah, it didn't look like he missed the gate a while back, Slimako. I couldn't tell myself. It looked like that. We've seen this happen before in the race. This has happened before at Snake Pit.
That bug,
yeah.
From Arena.
Yes, it is definitely a bug. We've seen this before, so we're definitely going to give this a restart. So let's do that again. Wow, heck of a warm-up, guys. Let's get back to the start line and we'll try this one more time. We do have the time today. We finished rather early with all the quickness of the Snake Pit. So our championship match, once again, starting from scratch. Woo! Take a breath. I'm going to take a quick drink here. All right. Semper Prime, go ahead and reset yourself to the start line. You should be good to go right there. Yeah, you good? Okay.
Hydrate.
I'm hydrating. Trying to let the nerves cool down.
Alpha moments, guys. Alpha moments.
All right.
Please
Gentlemen.
end this. My heart is going to stop.
Final match. One more time. Semper Prime, One Dark Enigma. Hopefully this one ends up being cleaner, but again, the game's in alpha. We have to put up with these things. Luigi, for the final time, take it away. Here we go.
All right, everybody, at the beep, pay attention.
So there we go, our two racers boosting off the start line for the start of the championship round. Once again, Semper Prime and One Dark Enigma right on top of each other as expected. Semper Prime pulling some G's, and like the interesting invert Semper Prime does through that gap versus One Dark Enigma is so fascinating to see. But One Dark Enigma taking the outside wall and hitting early has got plenty of time to make that up though, so it's not really a big mistake on his part. He has lots and lots of space in front of him with most of the race still left to go. One Dark Enigma catching up, getting into Emerald Avenue. Meanwhile, Semper Prime heading to turn and burn now. Semper Prime about 2 to 3 seconds ahead after One Dark Enigma's splash at the turn of the pinch. Semper Prime finishing up lap number 1 now with a blistering standing start time of 38 seconds. Unbelievably fast. That is the best standing lap of the day. One Dark Enigma now heading into the Drifter's Paradise and starting to close the gap a little bit on Semper Prime. Semper Prime, that incredible inversion going up to the pinch. One Dark Enigma speeding through that gap, really making the most of that shortcut momentum. Unbelievable makeup of time there going into Nino's Alley, heading down to Emerald Avenue. Semper Prime going around turn and burn now, pulling up into that turn, not blacking out this time, making sure he has his G-forces in check. One Dark Enigma getting close, but keeping it fine, using the boost to wrest that ship back in control. Now he's in the red. He doesn't have the boost to pull out of this turn, and he blacks out. He blacks out. That boost management is so essential to be able to use that to pull out of turns. When you run out, you're in trouble. Semper Prime now showing a clear lead going into lap number 3, going inverted into the pinch. One Dark Enigma certainly not out of it yet. It looks like we got set pretty far behind though. No, we're in the right place. Oh no. Did it happen again?
No.
No? Okay, it looks like we might, okay, yeah, we skipped a few gaps, so we're okay, we're back on track. Semper Prime in lap number 3, One Dark Enigma in lap number 3, we're okay. So Semper Prime wrapping up lap number 3, about half a lap in front of One Dark Enigma and now crossing the finish line. One Dark Enigma certainly has his work cut out for him after a few bad spills there.
Let's go.
So there we go on lap number 4. One Dark Enigma definitely right behind now. Looks like we got about a 7-second gap between the two of these racers. Yeah, 8 seconds. I was close. That is not insurmountable, folks. It's still anybody's match. Now we are in lap number 4, I believe. Semper Prime coming up to the Emerald Avenue. One Dark Enigma coming up to Nino's Alley right behind. So we're only about 1 turn behind with these folks. But again, anybody's game here. We're going to see what happens. Semper Prime taking it a little bit more leisurely, going through turn and burn, keeping those lines straight, not struggling as much trying to keep up because he knows he's got that leadership economy to spend going into lap number 5. Yeah, with a lap of 35 seconds, you certainly wouldn't think so. With an incredibly fast, possibly best lap of the day. One Dark Enigma, meanwhile, and that just shows you, by the way, Semper Prime showing you what smoothness does to a lap time. But One Dark Enigma with a 36-second lap right behind. However, the gap has grown to 9 seconds between the two of these. One Dark Enigma fighting the G-forces going in the Drifter's Paradise, coming up into the pinch. Meanwhile, Semper Prime at Emerald Avenue still about a half lap ahead. Unfortunately, from the mistakes One Dark Enigma made earlier in the map are now starting to catch up to him. Semper Prime with almost a perfectly clean race so far, having it very smooth, extremely smooth rotations into his turns. Let's see what this lap time ends up being. 36 seconds, once again, consistency, and unfortunately, One Dark Enigma blacking out in lap number 5. But hey, able to survive it somehow and get right back into the race. Semper Prime in lap number 6. One Dark Enigma not that far behind, actually. Just about to start lap number 6 himself. Again, anything could happen here with a 42-second lap after that blackout. That's actually not that bad. Semper Prime, meanwhile, going into Emerald Avenue. One Dark Enigma at the Drifter's Paradise. Anything can happen here, folks. We'll see what happens toward the end of the race. Semper Prime now going into turn and burn. Oh, but we crashed, and I think we missed a checkpoint. We have to get back on track, Semper Prime. Semper Prime still just starting lap number 6. What has happened here? We definitely saw that a checkpoint had been missed. This is not good, folks. We are in, I think the tables have turned. Luigi, where are we here? I'm so confused. One Dark Enigma now going down to the end of, oh gosh, where are we? Are turn and burn, I think?
They're both on lap 6, but Semper got reset behind.
Semper got reset. Yeah, I saw that his checkpoint hadn't been hit at the start of lap number 6. This is an interesting turn of events. That looks, One Dark Enigma is going to be crossing the finish line first. Wow. I think that's going to be it with One Dark Enigma taking the victory because Semper Prime wasn't able to trigger checkpoint number 1 at the start of lap 6. That is an unfortunate technicality that has cost him the victory. This time we saw it in action, folks. It looks like the line he takes just wasn't quite in the right place to trigger that first checkpoint. Ouch, Semper Prime. Oh, you look so good. You were so close. You have to watch those checkpoints, though. If you don't see the trigger, you have to stop. Oh my goodness, One Dark Enigma.
That was legit though, right? Like he's been so clinical, but so on the
edge
of those checkpoints.
Yes, yeah, that was, we saw that this time. I definitely saw it with my own eyes. Checkpoint 1 remained untriggered, and we could check the VOD and everything, but I'm pretty confident We can always have a rematch later if we go through the VODs and see what's happening. But unfortunately, we do have to clear the stage here soon. So we're going to call this a victory for One Dark Enigma. Congratulations to both these racers. Again, folks, we're here for the spectacle of the sport, not necessarily to address the technicalities of the game. So this was an excellent match between the two of them. And that's going to be it for us here. Oh, man, a real nail-biter, a real interesting ending to Insomnia 73 at the Snake Pit. Some drama happening. This is an interesting turn of events, but it looks like One Dark Enigma is going to be walking away with the Virpil Controls kit. Semper Prime walking away with the second place prize, which is the Anvil Valkyrie. By the way, one of my favorite ships. So, I mean, that's a pretty good prize. Insane race from the both of you. GG's in the chat, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Pete, One Dark Enigma.
I want to see it. It needs to be fair. If it was like on the cusp,
Can I take a minute?
Yeah, go ahead, Black Maze.
Just want to steal a minute and thank you as well so much for all of the time you've spent this weekend putting this show on for everybody. It's been a spectacle. As always, we're running into, you know, so many things, so many hurdles, and today especially has been one heck of a spectacle to watch. The racing has been awesome. Your commentary has been awesome. Your significant other behind the scenes has been awesome. And as well, Luigi pressing all those buttons, making sure those overlays are working. You have been incredible as always, the best co-pilot one can ever ask for. So I just wanted to thank you all. And then Pete, of course, One Dark Enigma for putting up the show there on the floor. You know, we obviously are very lucky that we can present this to the world online. And I think we're all very excited and proud to do it. So thank you to him and everybody that's supporting him there and all the partners that are supporting this. I think it's so cool that we get to, you know, play with these rigs and these sticks and these epic ships. It's awesome. So thank you all so very much. I hope that was a minute.
Thank you, Mace. Thank you. Appreciate it. We have Pete. You had something you want to say? Pete wants to go and see the officials. Splan, 1 sec. Yes, Pete. We're listening.
We've got the crowd in here saying that it was too close to call. So we're both happy to do a 3-lapper if you are.
A 3-lapper? Okay. All right. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I think this will make the crowd watching at home happy too. Okay, we'll do one
It needs to be fair.
more. It needs to be fair. Okay, so I need everyone's laser eyes on both screens to help me watch here. It needs to be fair. Okay, try to hit your checkpoints. Good, folks. And it might be a good idea to, like, you know, back out the menu and go back to the start of the match just to make sure everything's refreshed, just in case. You know, just restart the offline match at Snake Pit. So we're going to do one more. We're going to do the rematch here properly. Oh boy. This has been way more than I could have possibly imagined. So we're going to do one more match here at the Snake Pit between these two. They want a fair fight. And honestly, I agree. As in the spirit of fairness and in the spirit of competitiveness as a racer myself, I think it should be a nice, fair match. You know, glitches or checkpoints aside, there's a lot of discrepancies between the rules of XGR and the rules of the checkpoints actually triggering in the race, which can be spotty at times at best. So I think it's fair that we do this. So let's do this one more time. 3 laps. Good luck to the both of you. We'll go back to our head-to-head. We should both be at the starting line at this point because we're starting fresh. We got Semper loading in right now. So yeah, he's going to pick his ship. He's going to get on the track. One Dark Enigma's already there. Get your PowerPoint set. And for one more time for all of you,
F6 all the way.
One more time for all of you, I will give you the blow-by-blow of this race. Here we go. Legendary battle between Semper Prime and One Dark Enigma. So in Legendary, we had to do it 3 times over. Luigi, take it away. 6 laps. Here we go.
3 laps or 6 laps?
Sorry. Right, we're going to do a 3-lapper. That's good. That's all my voice can take at this point. Let's do it. 3 laps.
All right, racers.
Oh, almost catching them off guard with the delayed start. This is our 3rd and final time racing here at the Snake Pit between Semper Prime and One Dark Enigma. Here we go. Both racers off to a smooth start. going into the pinch here. Oh, but Semper Prime doing exactly what One Dark Enigma did at the start of the last match, hitting the outside wall in the pinch, but keeping it together. Looks like all the checkpoints are triggering. I'm watching them like a hawk this time, folks. One Dark Enigma not going around the close contact into turn and run, but I have to say, out of all the racetracks and how fast this track is, this is probably the hardest one to track. But One Dark Enigma unfortunately blacking out around that turn, and again, these guys are hitting the edge of these checkpoints because that's the racing line. You want to be just good enough to make it through. Both racers right on top of each other crossing line at the same exact time. 0.37 seconds between these two on Luigi's timer. Unbelievable, but One Dark Enigma blacking out in Drifter's Paradise. Oh, but he's back on. Oh, but Semper Prime hitting at the same time. These guys are back right on top of each other. Exactly the same point, same time, going through the pinch. It's still anybody's match. Nobody's run away with this yet. One Dark Enigma down-turning, Semper Prime up-turning. It's like watching two opposites, yin and yang, going through that turn together. Now going into to close contact from from Emerald Avenue. You can see One Dark Enigma had a faster line, but Semper Prime had a faster turn. Both now on top of each other, going into turn and burn, going into last bite. It's amazing watching these two strategies collide as these racers try to jockey for position. Now, Semper Prime taking a slight advantage, about 1 second between the two of them, going into lap number 3, I believe. Yes, lap number 3. Oh, but Semper Prime blacking out there, unfortunately, in Drifter's Paradise, just like One Dark Enigma did last lap. These guys are right on top of each other, like making the same mistakes, doing the same strategies, sometimes different strategies in these turns. And One Dark Enigma going down Nino's alley with the downturn. Semper Prime going in the upturn. Both of them on Emerald Avenue now. One Dark Enigma with an advantage of about 2 seconds. Semper Prime turning into close contact. One Dark Enigma going into turn and burn. It's still, oh no! One Dark Enigma hitting the poles at the edge of the checkpoint. He's got to hit that checkpoint. Make sure you trigger it. He's got it. Okay, both these racers are legal right now. Semper Prime now having the advantage, getting through last bite, starting lap number 4. One Dark Enigma now a couple seconds behind. These two have changed positions, but it's a 3-lapper. Semper Prime takes the victory at the end of lap number 3. This race belongs fair and square to Semper Prime. Congratulations! We got there. Right till the end, a battle for position, drama left and right. What a show. I couldn't have asked for anything better. Thank you so much to both of you. Finally, for the final time, Semper Prime, you have taken the first place prize home of your Virpal Constellation Alpha Prime pack and mounts. One Dark Enigma, enjoy your Anvil Valkyrie. I'll be jumping in to do some dropship missions with you in the near future. So there you have it. There you have it for the final time. Goodness gracious. My name is Splen. Thank you so much for you guys being here. Thank you so much to Insomnia 72. If you guys can hear me, thank you so much for this. Thank you for having us. It's been a blast. It's been an unbelievable journey from day 1 to day 3, how things have changed and the work I've had to do here and the work everyone has done to put this together. Wow. Thank you so much, everyone. Luigi, of course, you're God amongst mere mortals, making sure all this stuff stays together. An octopus among the best of octopi. One Dark Enigma, Semper Prime, putting on the best show I've seen in years. Black Maze, thank you for making all of this possible with your hard work through XGR, CIG, and of course, our sponsors. We have Monster Tech Mounts, Virpal with our grand prize, and Spectre with our mouse pads given away to our competitors and audience. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you here next time. This is Splen signing off. We'll see you guys on the tracks. Take care.